for taking the time, James, to have
My
a chat with
pleasure.
me today.
Thank you
Um,
for putting the book. I found that so fun. Tom Robbins' book came out in this year, and I'm also in that book, a whole chapter.
yeah, the Tibetan peach pie.
Correct.
Yeah,
Two books this year.
you're a
At
star.
one. Yeah, it's one. I'm immortal. So I joined the Air Force when I got out of high school, and I did it because my parents didn't have any money to send me to college. The only way I could go to college was to get the GI Bill, and they would give you 1 year of education for each year you served. So I signed up for
Okay.
4 years so I could get a college education. And then
What year was
I
that?
that would be 1966 through 1969, and I got out early. I was supposed to get out in November of 1969, but I ended up getting out in February of 1969 because they thought I was a troublemaker. I didn't serve in Vietnam because I was a Chinese linguist, and the people in Vietnam decided to speak Vietnamese instead. So left me off that particular hook.
That's their loss then.
Yeah, and then so I lived in Taiwan, and I was a Chinese linguist, and I worked with the base civil engineer, and we built an air base for the B-52 bombers that were decimating Vietnam. I'll tell you, the day that we finished the flight line and they brought those planes in, all night long, it just sounded like the hugest monster from Harry Potter, as you can imagine, all night, like from midnight until dawn. So at dawn, because none of us got
Mm.
any sleep, I walked out to the flight line, and there were maybe 20 of these B-52 bombers, and they were all black because they go at night, and they were so evil. They were just like death machines. I literally couldn't breathe when I saw them. It was just so evil. Wow.
Yeah,
Anyhow, moving on. How did I feel about the draft in the Vietnam War? What do you think? I thought it was what's the word
wonderful.
we use? Bullshit. That's the word we use here. I thought it was complete and utter bullshit. I was embarrassed for my country, and I was ashamed.
Mm.
Just the way I was when George Bush was president. When he started that whole conflict, I thought, can we be this stupid twice in my lifetime? You know, I don't think there is a place hot enough in hell for that son of a bitch. And you can quote me.
I
Okay.
yeah.
Uh, I still, I wish and hope and pray that what you say it works out. I would love to have them use my music, and I would love for this to be a movie because it should be. Particularly, it's getting it out the weekend of Kent State was pretty smart, I think.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it's almost a tribute to the
Yeah.
memorial. So yeah, I mean, it's funny with the Kent State thing. In when I was researching the book, and I knew that I wanted some sort of a protest scene that was going to go wrong. So I started researching on the internet all the different protests that had
Wrong, right?
gone wrong. And
That was,
pardon,
I think that was the worst one.
yeah, it was pretty. Anyway, um, yeah. So I was researching this one, and I found this one, and it really resonated with me, and I thought this would fit well. And it happened on 4th of May, and I sort of sat back and looked up at my calendar, and it was the 4th of May on that day, and I thought, okay, that's a bit of a sign that I found this story
Wow,
on the
that
same
is
day. So
very proud. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember I was in college when that happened,
in where?
and I was in college
Oh,
when that happened
wow.
because I went to college after the Air Force, and so we had a we had a huge demonstration. I literally left class. I remember that I was in a anthropology class, and the teacher liked me a lot, and she said, anybody wants to go to this demonstration, I really can't stop you because this is so wrong. And I was the only one that got up. And
Mm.
she said, James, please be careful. I said, they're not going to do that again. They're not going to shoot more of us because they would have a revolution on their hands. So, and I went out there and participated in the demonstration.
Because I know there was basically almost like a countrywide shutdown. All the universities.
Oh, right. Every school, we were beyond pissed. We were stunned and angry and decided no more. You know. I actually have a theory about that because I believe that my generation might be the largest, most educated generation in the history of the world.
Mm.
And we stopped the Vietnam War. We removed that, you know, Nixon. I'm trying to think of something, some way to say it without spitting. We removed Nixon from office. And I think that the shadow governments that exist in every country went, you know what? We cannot have a population this informed, because if they are, we can't control them. And they have dumbed down the American process to such a degree, the American education process, that we have people like Ted Cruz and Donald Trump running for president. You know, I mean,
I just have to laugh at that. There's nothing.
Odin, you can trust. You know, I mean, it's mind-boggling to me.
For me, this album is basically just a mixtape of all my favorite James songs and an excuse to kind of put them all in one spot.
I mailed the box this morning, by the way.
Cool.
So I think I sent you a half a dozen CDs, and I also sent you my new live CD. I thought you might enjoy it.
Yeah, that's live in Philadelphia.
Yeah, live at last in Philadelphia. And well, here it is. This is the album.
Wow.
That's the back. I'll open it up so you can see the inside.
Oh.
Here's the way it looks, and I did this on the inside so that you could, because you said you wanted it to look like vinyl. So.
Oh, that's cool.
It is. Yeah. So that's the whole album right there.
So can people get the soundtrack from iTunes now, or when is that available?
It'll be in iTunes, but it takes a couple of weeks to get it up there. However, they can go to my website, and it should be up there by tomorrow, because and they'll be able to order it there.
Yep.
If they want, you know, and then it'll be on all the iTunes, all those services in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I will let you know when they send me the thing saying you're up there.
You're up and running, and everybody can buy the book. There it is.
Yeah. Yes, a wonderful book. I recommend it highly. I really.
Amazon, all the online book places will have it. So, yeah.
Okay, Melanie, thank you for including me in your life, darling.
Thank you for including me in your life.
Oh, good. The little reciprocity is good for people. Okay, I'll let you go. Bye.